I'm gonna do both cheeks and then the back of your throat.
Okay.
There, hold on. Your turn.
They need to jam it up my nose.
Okay, I'm picking these countries. Back of your throat. Perfect, all done. You are very welcome. Safe travels, you guys.
Thank you. As you can probably guess, we just got our COVID swabs for travel and we're getting ready to leave. So that is done. They didn't stick anything up my nostril, which was really nice. But this is a place that we used before. So we know that the lab results are acceptable by the airline. So we got that taken care of. And that is it so far. I'm gonna give you guys a look at kind of our luggage, what we're packing. It's gonna be very, very different than it has been in the past, but hope you guys enjoy the video. We're ready to go. Are you ready to go?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, all right, cool. We're step one complete. So I know I said that the COVID test was step one. That's actually like step 6 or 7. I'm gonna do just kind of a brief synopsis of what it took this time to travel. It seems like it's always complicated, but we're kind of getting used to it and it doesn't feel like it's that big of a deal. As long as you know what you're doing and you know the steps and you get to take care of everything. So anyway, let's get into that real quick. COVID tests were negative for both Apple and I. That's done. So in order to travel now to Thailand, you have to use their Thailand Pass online system. Before it was a COE, Certificate of Entry. Now they've changed it to a system that is supposed to be faster and easier. And it is, as they've worked the bugs out of it for us. It was pretty simple, but you need things in order to go ahead and do the application process. So the first thing that you need is a plane ticket. Last time when we flew, it was very limited flights, and so we took a repatriation flight and it was just different. This time you can just fly on any regularly scheduled commercial flight. So you need to book your ticket and have your ticket in hand. From there, we needed to book a quarantine hotel. Now last time we had to do 15 days quarantine locked in a room, and that was horrible. This time, because Apple and I are vaccinated, we only have to go to a quarantine hotel. We get a COVID test on arrival, and we're only in there for they're saying something like between 10 and 12 hours. We take our COVID test on arrival, and we're just waiting for the results. If it's negative, we blow out of there, and then we just can go travel around and do whatever we want. So we have to have a booking, an official booking that says it's paid reservation, and this gets uploaded also into Thailand Pass. So we have that. A lot of people are having difficulties in getting the bookings and getting this piece of paper, but because Apple speaks Thai, I just had her do it all over the phone with a phone call, and it was pretty fast. The lady that helped us, we had this in hand like super fast, and we paid with it from our Thai bank account, so the money just got transferred within the country, and it was super fast, and then that was easy. So that needed to be uploaded as well. They want your vaccine card, and also if you have a QR code, which we do, state of California, we have the QR code verifying that we are vaccinated, so you have to upload that. I am on a retirement visa, a 1-year OA visa, so I can renew that upon arrival at the airport and get another year as long as I have insurance that covers that year. So I had to renew my insurance policy, a Thai company, a Thai insurance company. So I renewed that. So this is what I will be presenting when I go through immigration at the airport. Apple doesn't need one as a Thai citizen, but I went ahead and got her a policy as well, because if something happens, we want to be both covered at a higher level rather than kind of just fumbling around with government hospital. So we had to upload that. What else? Yeah, and then once that was all done, Thailand Pass issues us a QR code with an approval. Apple hers took like 4 days, and I got mine the day after, so I got mine in like 5 days. And then that was it. And then so we did all that, and then of course the last step, I guess, was the COVID test. And so we're good to go. So that is about it. It's not a step-by-step, but those are just some of the things that we had to go through. And yeah, let's move on to the luggage, you guys. My luggage is the weirdest it has ever been. And so I'm just gonna go over some of this stuff because I find it kind of humorous. It's funny. So I hope I don't get tagged for secondary inspection when we go through customs, because they're gonna look in here and just go, what is going on? It's not like I'm bringing anything that I'm not allowed to bring, but it's just weird. It's kind of like somewhat void of clothes and things that they're normally used to seeing, because this is all like a bunch of weird like equipment and supplies and stuff for an expat that likes adventure, as opposed to, you know, going in a bar and just drinking myself into oblivion or laying on a beach and doing nothing. Like, this is adventure stuff. So guys, let's get into this. You guys are gonna trip out. So growing up, something that I never have really talked about so much, my dad was a detective. So when he wasn't investigating arson cases or being called out to respond to like bomb calls and bomb threats and all of that, he had a commercial license, a fishing license, commercial fishing license. And so we had a boat, and when I was young growing up, we went out every single weekend to fish, rain or shine, in some pretty bad weather, cold weather, hot weather, it didn't matter. And this went on for pretty much my entire childhood. So obviously growing up, I was deep into fishing, and I still do enjoy fishing, but of course it's been replaced and sort of taken over by other hobbies and pastimes and that sort of thing. But every time when I'm out there in Thailand, I see big lakes, rivers, and I know there's fish in them, and I want to fish. But I figure this time, since I was coming back, let me get a bunch of fishing rods and reels and tackle, and let me go ahead and go back prepared to fish. So anyway, I got these. These were really cool. These are travel poles, travel fishing rods. They're super lightweight, so they're not like weighing down my luggage at all. So most of the reviews that I heard were very, very positive. Although of course, you know, anything with abuse is not going to last very long. But these are 3- and 4-piece fishing rods, and they just insert into one another. And I'm not going to put them all together all the way, but they just insert like that, and then and there's obviously more pieces, and I think 6.5 and 7 feet are the two sizes that I got, carbon fiber. So it's gonna be fun. We're gonna do some fishing. So I got 3 poles, and you guys will see these in action on the channel because I'm anxious to try to do some fishing. It's gonna be freshwater fishing, obviously. There may be some saltwater fishing involved at some point, because these are really easy to pack in our luggage. Domestic flights, we're going to be buying a vehicle so we can keep those in the vehicle and just always have them, and sort of like whenever we see something that looks cool, just say, hey, you want to fish? So 3 poles. I've got 2 brand new bait casters, and I got 1 spinning reel because Apple is not experienced so much with rod and reel, so spinning reel would be the most appropriate for her, the easiest thing for her to learn. So anyway, I'm down with the bait casters. The conventional stuff is kind of what I'm familiar with. So anyway, fishing rod and reels, and of course to go with it, we've got tackle, I've got line, I've got lures and these, and I got bobbers and hooks, and these are going to be for like snake heads. You got some frog stuff for casting, so these lures should be interesting. So fishing, you guys, I am gonna get back into it. I'm kind of excited for that. So that is interesting, kind of weird. Just some workout equipment. This is Mark Bell's slingshot. I have one over there that I ordered, but my arms are too big to fit into the extra large, I think. So I ordered this double XL, and my arms fit really well into this one. So anyway, some workout stuff, some pre-workout stuff, some supplements, some vitamins, and let's see what else we got here. I have a battery charger, a trickle charger for the Can-Am. This happens to be a Can-Am battery charger. So my ATV has been sitting for a minute. If the battery is dead for some reason and it won't start, I can charge the battery so I won't be stuck with that issue. I have side view mirrors for the ATV. They're in the box. I'm not gonna take them out, just so that way I can check my rear view. I don't have to constantly be like spinning around. I can actually just check before I pull out, looking and using the mirrors. So I've got that in here. What else is in here? I have a kind of a high-end radar detector for the new car that we're gonna buy when we get over there on this trip. There's a lot of speed cameras, and the police over there, highway patrol, they actually do use radar, laser, whatever, but I got myself a really kind of high-end radar detector, which should do the trick. Not that I'm into speeding and all that, but I just like to know what's going on ahead of me so I can just know what's up. We did some snorkeling over there on the last trip, and I had just sort of a mediocre snorkel, and it kept scratching the side of my head. The little clip or buckle was just kind of stupid. It was just bothering me, and of course, you know, I did a lot of snorkeling, a lot of hours of snorkeling, and I started getting these big scratches on the side of my head, and it was just dumb. So anyway, I got kind of a higher end quality snorkel, so this is for that. And what else do we have in here? I have some window mounts for the GoPros, so that way with our new vehicle we can mount our cameras like right in front and give you guys a view of both of us, which I think you guys are going to enjoy watching more. And oh yeah, this is consuming quite a bit of luggage, and it's kind of heavy. So in the winter in Thailand, the temperature where we live actually gets quite cold. There are some nights that hit 40 degrees Fahrenheit at night, and it's pretty chilly. But the temperature inside the house drops. Therefore, our 2 fish tanks that are inside the house, the water temperature also drops. So I bought 2 decent quality fish tank heaters. The 2 tanks that we have, I'm sure for those of you that watched, you've seen the tanks, they're big. So I got 2 heaters for each tank just to keep the water nice and stable during the winter. It's not cold there yet, but it's starting to drop. So our return trip, at least for the seasons, is gonna be perfect, because when I get there, I will get these hooked up and those fish are going to be very, very happy. And what else is in here? Snake probes, right? Another weird thing, if Thai Customs does an inspection, they're gonna be looking at this like, what is this? So we hope to gain access to our breeding facility, and so sexing snakes, super important, especially for me. So there, snake probes. So we also got 2 sleeping hammocks. We've used these before. They work beautifully, but we've upgraded to the new version because the previous ones that we had, it was 3 pieces. It was the hammock, the bug screen, and the rainfly, all separate. And so now we have the new lightweight one where the bug screen is integrated into the hammock, and then the rainfly is separate. And the weight is down, so real easy to travel with. And that is gonna be fantastic because we can just keep those in the back of our new SUV, and whenever we find a spot, a campground, national park, whatever, and we wanna just do some old-fashioned camping, all we have to do is tie each sleeping hammock, say like to the left and right side of like maybe the rear bumper, and then those sleeping hammocks can come together and be attached to like one tree. And then that's it. You're not sleeping on the ground, you're protected from the bugs, and you're protected from the rain. And those are gonna be fantastic, because I don't like sleeping on the ground. My back starts to hurt and it's just not comfortable. The hammocks are super comfortable. I am not sponsored by this company at all, but I put a referral link in the description below if you want to just check them out. It's a great great company. The quality is fantastic. And again, I'm not sponsored at all. It's just a good product. They should sponsor the channel, but anyway, that's a whole nother thing. And so that is going to work out just perfect. So something else that I treated myself to is a pretty high-end GPS watch. This one is made by Coros. We've been lost in the past. We've used local guides everywhere we go. One time we went to Raja Ampat in West Papua, and we were with like 3 local guides in a group, and we just got lost in the mountains. We went off trail and we're going around in circles. I finally referred to my old watch that I was wearing at the time, and it got us out of there. It got us home. And so being lost is a horrible feeling, especially when you have local guides that you're relying on and they also get confused and lost. It is just not cool. So anyway, hopefully that is not going to happen to us ever again. This watch has all the latest technology. It tracks all the different satellite systems. It should be good to go, and I hope that it's going to be helpful. But I'm gonna run this thing like anytime we're going off trail and there's the possibility that we're going to maybe lose our way. Hopefully this is gonna save us. And what else? I think that is about it. There's some other weird stuff here. You cannot find chapstick in Thailand. I don't know why, but they don't have it. I mean, women can have their lipstick, but I'm not gonna put on lipstick, although a lot of men do wear lipstick over there, but that's a whole nother deal. But, so anyway, so we're bringing a bunch of lip balm over there. Just, it's Thailand, what can I say? Shoes, I think I'm bringing like 5 pairs of shoes. I wear a size 13. The dogs grabbed 1 pair of my sandals, and so for me, I cannot find size 13 shoes over there. I've looked all around. I've looked online. If you want to pay the price for import shoes, like shoes coming from another country, it's super expensive with the import tax and everything else. So anyway, I think I'm bringing like 5 pairs of shoes plus 1 pair that are going to be on my feet. Size 13. I am going to be very well set with shoes, as long as I don't leave them outside, because those dogs, man, this is something else. And that is about it. A new camera, but we're filming with it right now. That's small, so we'll be hand carrying all that stuff. Drone is already over there, so we don't have to really carry a ton of electronic equipment. My MacBook is a small 13-inch MacBook, so it fits in my shoulder bag. And I'm sure there's some other stuff in here that I'm forgetting, but it is really strange. I will bring some clothes. I'll use that as padding, and even maybe some camouflage, so if we do get selected for inspection, they will see some clothes, and then the other stuff won't be like as obvious, right? So that is about it, you guys. We are out of here. We will see you guys soon in the next video in Thailand. We are very, very excited. We have some fish shopping to do, car shopping to do, and we're eager, looking forward to getting back to the house, seeing our animals, and yeah, you guys are going to see it all with us. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you guys in the next video. Take care, you guys.